Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Guide to a Black Female. My name is Shaquila Danielle.
I'm Denisha Sierra.
And I'm Phaedra Elise. So today, I just want to talk about, okay, hopefully y'all can bring some conversation to this, okay? But I just want to talk about the effect that society has on women to be perfect. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, what are the things that you go through that you think that, you feel like you have to be perfect for, that society tells you?
Life.
Elaborate.
Body, like hair, I don't know. Your whole self.
I'm going to say the number one thing that I feel like a lot of women stress over is being married. Like, getting to the stage of getting married. Like,
no, because that's something I would stress regardless. Like, I feel like that's more like financial. I mean, it should be. I mean, love is too, but like, I feel like that's not like any human, male or female, should want to be married.
No, but like you never hear like a guy walking around and be like, "Oh my God,"
because he's the proposer.
But still, though, like how girls like imagine like their wedding and all that. Like, I feel like a lot of women do that a lot. They start to fantasize stuff. They start thinking stuff way before things even happen, and nothing ever happens.
I get what you're saying, because like it's like this pressure to like be married at a certain age, and then when that age comes and goes, it's like, well, fuck. Like, you just feel like out of the loop because society is telling you, you got to be married, you got to have kids, you got to have your dream job, you got to have your dream house. Like, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
like that's a lot.
Especially
I feel like guys should be married too, though.
I mean they should, but I think like with guys, it's like a thing for them to be married like later on in life, to where like for us, I think it's like more pressure for us to be married like at like 25 or like around that age, so where men could be like in their 30s.
I don't know why you looking like that, because
I know I honestly don't know why she look like that. Like, we don't have this conversation.
But that's like some Southern mentality. Like, nobody thinks that. The only people that get married young are Southern people that's just like living on a fucking farm having kids. Like productive, career-driven women aren't trying to get married at 25. These women are finishing college and taking a leap year and traveling and just doing like trying to figure out what they want.
Though, because
I don't think that's Southern either, because at 25, like that's like you're 25, like, you know
that's
what I mean?
Too young. You need to be married at 30, yes, but 25. A lot of people don't want kids at that age.
Okay, so even if you say 30, we're 26. Well, you're about to
Let's look
26.
it up. I'm gonna look up the average.
You're about to turn 26. So, and me and Cleo are already 26. 4 years.
The average age of marriage in the U.S. falls at 32. Who wanted the conversation? Denisha, you knew what you were talking about, girl. Okay, cool.
No.
I don't know why you're acting right now.
That women don't want to be married early. They do. That's a finish.
Who, Sway? I don't know nobody.
Denisha,
No, I want to be married at 30. I don't want to be married today. Not today, Susie. I don't even know.
I'm with you, Quila. I'm with you because she capping so hard right now.
Y'all lying.
Capping. The cap is real.
I got on your lemon pepper shoes, because I don't understand.
Y'all talking about that one person. So y'all talking about Quay.
Girl.
Yes. Obviously, I was talking about him, but like, now don't act like you just met me. Realistically, what did I tell y'all? Age 30. Stop trying to play these little silly games when I make
that's
silly
4
jokes.
years, Nisha. That's 4 freaking years.
That's
4
a
years.
long time.
Okay, we'll see. 4 years from now, we'll see if any of us are married. We'll see.
Oh, honey, don't do that.
No, we will see, because the pressure is on. So don't sit there and act like 4 years. 4 years is 4 years is a long time, but at the same time, it's not that long.
No, I agree with you. 4 years, like, yeah, I need to be making some stuff shake. But I'm telling, like, my whole thing is, okay, here's the thing. Because what you're saying, here's my logic in what you're saying. Obviously, what example y'all are saying is Quay. I've known Quay for quite some time. So, of course, I would say, yeah, I would marry him. But at the end of the day, y'all know I always say I don't want to be married at this age. If I didn't know Quay, how are you going to be married at the age 25? At what's your start time of dating and then getting engaged and then getting married? Like, how can you be married at 25?
Well, people be like, it shouldn't take more than 2 years.
So you're saying you meet someone at 23, and when do you get engaged? The next year, 24?
Yeah, people be trying to
and
move
get married
like
the next year.
They be saying like when a man know, he know. That's what the streets is talking about. I'm just saying. So
no, I do agree with you, but like that's so young.
Still, even if we say not 25 and we go with 30, even 30. Then there's still a lot of 30-year-olds that are still not married. So I feel like the ones that are older than 30 still have that pressure, like, well, damn, that time done went by and I'm not in a committed relationship with anybody.
Yeah, no, see, but the pressure needs to, at 30, yeah, at 30, yeah, the pressure does start out. Because 21, 23, I'm young, like, I'm trying to figure out me. How I'm going to figure out us when I don't even know me? You want me to know me in high school as a child? You want me to be a whole adult in high school? Like, you need to be in your 20s figuring out yourself. And then as you find yourself, then you can start dating, being, cordial with others. And then once you find that person, get married. So then when you're early 30s, it should be a little bit of pressure. But
I agree. But however, we're not going to act like there's not a lot of people that we went to school with that are already married.
And I said Southern people living on the farm having kids.
We're not on no farms though, baby. Like, let's not.
You know what I'm saying.
I know, but let's not put us down in the gutter.
Where is the ranch?
No, don't play, because you know the ones y'all talking about do live on a ranch. Now don't do that.
Oh my God. But I will say, I feel like another pressure on us as women is bodies, like our bodies. Like, it's so, and I feel like a lot of hate does come from men, but a lot of it, like majority of it, comes from other women. Like boo,
I don't even think it comes, like, well, maybe like a small percentage, but I think most of it is just women. And
that's what I'm saying. A lot of the hate comes from women, because like because of course we're in like this whole surgery, era. So where like you have to have perfect boobs and a small stomach and a big ass and plump lips and like no like literally nothing can be wrong with you. And I feel like that's so unrealistic. And I feel like that's damaging a lot of women. Like, and the fact that other women are like sitting here nitpicking other women for imperfections that are like natural. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I can say that I fall under it because I very much want my ass done. Like, I want my butt done so bad. But I just feel like there shouldn't be a reason to where everybody looks the same. You know what I mean? So like that's because like everybody is really starting to look the same, to even the fact that you can't even tell, and no disrespect to the transgender community, so where you can't even tell the difference between a woman and a transgender woman. Like, that's crazy to me.
But that's the goal.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the goal.
They can get that same surgery. So they gonna come out looking. All they gotta do is take a picture of a woman that they admire and tell their doctor they want to look just like them. Boom, bam, bam, they got it.
But that's so crazy though. Like, to the where you can't tell a difference at all. Like, if I was walking down the street, I'd be like, "There's no way that you was born a man." Like, that's
the goal.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think the goal is? Like,
not to tell. It's to like basically know like authentic woman. Like even not even body, just mindset. Just the fact that, and Shaquilla gonna disagree, but just the fact that we say, I don't need a man for this, or I can do this, or even when it goes to like even the sexual aspect, honestly, like we don't yes, men can do stuff and women can't, and that's good. That's okay. Now in the modern time, we're trying to be like, everything they can do, we need to be able to do it. If a man can do this and it doesn't look bad on him, like, relax. We all different. It's okay to be different. Like, it's fine. Like, we don't need to match up to a man. I don't want to go around lifting heavy stuff because men do it. I don't want to work that job that the man is working. Yeah, I want equal pay, but if he's doing this job and he's making more money, I don't want to do another job and say I need to make the same amount of money. But if we're doing the same job, of course. But like, people like now are overdoing it. It's getting out of hand.
Me personally, I don't feel like I'm ever going to say I don't need a man, just because I know I can do a lot on my own because I've been taught a lot. But at the same time, do I really want to do that for the rest of my life? Into the O. Okay. I'm going to do it if I have to do it because it's just me right now. So I'm going to have to do it. But in the long run, I want to like lean on my man and have him do a lot of shit for me. Like, but if I have to do it like being single, of course I'm going to do it myself because I'm just independent. I was just taught to be independent, but I know how to be submissive when I need to be. I'm not just going to be submissive to any old man. Like, you need to be applying pressure, showing me that you're going to be the person I can lean on when things get rough. Are you going to be there for me type shit? Like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, whoop-de-doo, we're going in a circle. No. Because it's too many times that women have been bamboozled or made to believe that things are one thing and they're another. So until you can show me that you're going to be the person that's going to be there when I'm low or when I'm high, and when you're low and you're high, we can bounce off of each other and have the same type energy. I'm not wasting my energy. I can't do that anymore.
So with even speaking of that, because I feel like even when you're getting in a relationship with a man, I think there's a pressure behind that to be like the perfect wife or the perfect girlfriend. You know what I mean? And I even feel like that's a lot because a man wants you to do all of these things, but, and of course you want to be all of that for your man, but in today's society, I just feel like it's hard to live up to that to the T, just because we're out here having to work as well. So that's why I say for me, if it was, why are you looking at this? So that's why I say if it was for me during women's rights, I wouldn't have been with y'all. I'm sorry. I was fine.
I mean, I'm only looking like that towards you because that's another thing. And I think we are women, so of course we can be biased about it. But at the end of the day, men are held at those, as far as a relationship, not with everything else, but they're held at those high standards as well. Because I know for me personally, and I'm not a modern woman. I'm halfway modern, halfway, old school. My man needs to make more money. Like, depending on where I'm, like, if I was a billionaire, maybe I can look at it a little differently. But, like, where I'm at now and where I see myself 4 years from now, I would expect to meet my future husband making more money than me. I would expect my future husband to have more saved. Like, I expect more financially from him. And I feel like that's something that he needs to give to me. So I feel like men are held at standards too.
Yeah, they are, but I feel like, I don't know, because I understand, like, as a society that men do make more than women. I understand that, but that also does depend on your profession and what you actually are doing. So
it's no excuse.
So what would you expect? Like, I mean, what would you?
I mean, I'm just saying it's no excuse because unfortunately, you know, here in America, men make more money. And if they're not doing a job, whatever their career path or job is at the time, then it's easier for them to find a job making more money than it is for women. Because most women, like their go-to last job is like an admin job or something, retail, whatever the case may be. And those are the jobs statistically shown that pay the least. And for a man, he can actually use his skills and like his actual body to do like hard labor jobs, you know, unfortunately, but that would be a quick job, and those pay more than a quick job for a woman. Like a job where a woman is making a good amount of money requires more education versus a man is not that way.
So to put it in perspective as me then, because I make, you know, 21 an hour. So with that being said, I would have to find a man that is already established into a career, basically. Not all the time, not always, but for the most part.
It's a lot of manufacturing jobs that pay that.
Yeah, but then you have to have like experience, and you have to have all this stuff to even get hired on at that.
I feel like if a guy was an electrician, you know, like Duke Power, I feel like they make a lot of money when the ones that come out and like fix when the power goes out and stuff. I feel like they make a lot of money. So a person like that for me would be like making more money than me.
Yeah, but that would probably be somebody that's already been at that job already.
Most of the time, men that are like electricians and stuff,
yeah,
like going in like from their family. Like they don't
even not even that. My brother is younger than me, and he's found like every day. I'm just like, yo, like my freaking God, I'm sitting here in debt, and you're sitting here reading free nilly, finding jobs like at the snap of your fingers, making pretty decent, like making statistically a middle class income.
But what is that? What's that amount though?
Huh?
What's that amount though?
23, 24, 25.
And where does he stay right now?
Huh?
And where does he stay right now?
In Chicago.
Okay, say something that would.
No, but I'm saying that's as a young guy with no like experience under his belt. Like that's just like a quick, like that's literally I applied on my phone and I'm working here. Like it's a moving job. Like it's quick. Like it's nothing. No application assessment jobs. It's literally a quick job. Like quick money.
Yeah, but then that's based on his location though. I can't really say
not
that for people in South Carolina though. I don't know any job that will start you off at $20 with no experience.
Manufacturing jobs.
Like what? I'm asking you like what? Like, can you be more specific?
I don't cooperate. I don't work in like I can look something up, but I don't look those into a manufacturing
because
job.
I know for one, like First Quality.
What is your like? Why are we like?